Good morning. I can get on here before 8 o'clock in the morning. I can do it. I can do it. I can do it. I can do it. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Guys, it just takes a little effort to get back on this schedule. Good morning, guys. Look, I wanted to talk about this, early because who wants to talk about this later? But yesterday when we met, Liv from Love Live, Lives Life, Living with the Webs, all of the names, all of the iterations, Glamama, all of it, and admitted to a crime yesterday. I don't know. I think I don't, number one, sis needs some coins. Clearly, stuff is not going amazing over there. So sis is resorting to good old fashioned storytelling, and getting back her ways of, creating storylines, because no one in their right mind is going to admit to a felony potentially. So yesterday, when we last met, Liv admitted to um, using, or actually creating an identity, or fraudulently using the wife of, or ex-wife, I guess, of her alleged baby daddy to secure an apartment. At first I was like, did she get a car? Because she mentioned her car. And she said he didn't know where I lived. He didn't know anything about the car, or about the car. I'm going to replay a little bit of what we did yesterday, because it was kind of like, what's going on? Cuz honestly, I lives lives, unless I catch them while they're live, I'm going to be honest, I don't have 3 hours to kill anymore. I just don't. I don't have the time to devote to her channel anymore, like that. So I've been keeping up when she drops a video, or when the lives are like 30, 45 minutes, something reasonable when I'm in the kitchen, because girl, ain't nobody sitting down for 3 hours talking about, can you get the likes up? Oh my God. Uh, or I love these seaweed chips. It's like, no. I don't have time for that. Good morning to the gang stars, Lady T, Vicious, and Lindsay. Good morning. Honorable mention to SV, A New Day, and Pineapples. Good morning, good morning, good morning. All here first, all here basically at the same time. So, um, Lex, LaQuinta, Desi, good morning. J Fox, good morning. Mama K, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning to everyone. Good morning to everyone in the bushes. Go ahead, hit that like button for me. I appreciate it. Let's recap a little bit of what happened yesterday. I mean, just really, I mean, the real comedy yesterday was when Little Man was throwing those headphones across the room. But Liv, you've been fired again from the YouTube streets. I last night I was watching YouTube and saw how, like, within, I don't even know, let's say hours. It may not have been seconds or minutes, but within hours, um, so she puts up another video basically saying that, sir, her baby father, came to the house with the police, and it was debunked by several channels. And I knew something was up when I saw Yanni live last night doing a skit. I was like, what in the world? And I'd seen Liv's video, but I didn't think anything of the police footage. I just didn't believe it, because I was like, it didn't look like they were at an apartment complex. It looked like a neighborhood. And she lives in an apartment, not a house, right? And it was giving car out, like behind the police, right? And I was like, how is a car behind the police, unless she lives at another one of these walk up converted motel to apartment situations like she was living at in Florida. I just didn't believe the footage initially. I just really didn't. So as far as when I saw it, I just didn't think anything of it. I was like, oh, she's with the shits again. Because the way she, her bad acting was said it all. Wait a minute. Let me run over to YouTube. Yeah. Hey, Erica. Good morning, boo boo. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Okay. Let's take a look at what happened yesterday in case you missed it and you're not keeping up with Liv. This is what's going on, and or we can do it in reverse because you just never know what'll happen. Let's stick with this is her video from yesterday, and then we'll run it back, and then you can see what happened on yesterday. So this is the second video in the series because Liv is basically, as you see the title, she's going for 100K. And I don't know if this is the best way to do it, but Liv is not bright. Okay, we know this. She's not bright at all. And the worst thing is on the YouTube streets to think that you are smarter than everybody else, because that usually falls quick.
Look, saint versus sinners, the poor versus.
I'm, and I'm a big fan of using music in videos, but it just has to be appropriately placed. And all this smooth jazz aesthetic is not working with her ghetto style of momming. It's just not. It's not. Okay, here she goes.
Hey y'all,
And turn it
let's
down.
go on the socks. Gotta fix your socks, mama.
So the baby's growing. Baby is 3, 4 weeks. I don't know. I don't remember when the baby was born. I know it was less than around a month ago, either plus or minus. And don't care because I'm not auntie. I'm not sending anything. I don't, you know what I mean? Like, good luck with a mom like that. But
Gotta change your socks. She's over here crying. What's she crying about?
it's take look, this woman, I think once upon a time lost like 20,000 subscribers. Like when Mamiana situation happened, I don't know how many she got dumped by, or how it worked out that she lost so many subscribers, but she lost a lot. But word on the street was that she'd bought subscribers too, once upon a time, and maybe they all fell off or weren't valid. But I'm gonna say this: number one, when and if you get to 100K, if you bought subscribers at any point, they're not going to give you your check mark. So that'll be a telltale sign if she doesn't get her plaque or get her check mark. Because if you have acquired any subscribers that can't be validated or are some sort of anomaly to the system, you won't get your check. So period. So that's not going to work. And also, I think she just needs some content. So, okay, let's get through this because it's only like an 8-minute video, and then we'll talk about what happened yesterday.
Hmm? What are you crying about? Mommy wasn't in the bed with you? Alright, y'all, so let's.
I mean, you know how much she loved on AJ, but we never got to see any of that. Um, AJ just seems like she treats him like little Peter Pan over there.
So, how y'all doing today? Hi, Kai and I just woke up.
And it's hard to hear with this smooth jazz hip hop.
She trying to act all sad. Oh, you sad, mommy. That mama baby. That mama baby. Anyway, so yeah. So their dad is here. I don't know if you guys watched my live yesterday, but their dad is here. He did come in last night. He came straight to my door. Um, so
It's just the bad
I
acting
want
for me.
maybe I'll put some footage here. Um,
Okay, do you see this? Okay. Hold on, let me make this bigger. So she says their dad is here, which we know AJ's father is not the same father of this baby, but we'll entertain for a minute, right? Do you see these cars? Do you see the car right there? Car right there. Then you can see the peak of a house. Okay, hold on. Let me do this a different way. That's a house. So there's other videos, YouTube pimping, I think. I'm sure there's others, but YouTube pimping definitely found the footage. It's funny, but right here you can see the peak of a house. Hold on. Right here. There's a peak of a house right here. There's a car here. How are you living in an apartment complex? And an apartment complex can be across the street from houses, make no mistake, but that's not the case, right? That's this is a house right here, and this is the police pulling up to a house. And once again, Liv pulled some footage from YouTube or the internet and tried to use it. For what reason she thought she needed to prove this point or pull this footage, but Liv is dumb. I mean, either she's playing in our face as a joke, and wanted to see if people would catch it, which who knows if she'll say that. At the end of ma'am is not smart, but she says that the baby father's here, and just listen to this story, okay?
Yesterday, but their dad is here. He did come in last
And it's hard to hear because of this fugazi music she's playing.
night. He came straight to my door. Um, so I'll maybe I'll put some footage here. Um,
So she's saying he came straight to her door. Maybe she'll put some footage right here. So what she's saying is he came with 3 police officers. That's so we know that this is not true because she's using this fake footage. But your baby's father came to town and came with 3 police officers to your door. That's what you're saying.
the cops ended up getting called. I don't know the footage because it's kind of messy, but the cops ended up being called and he had to go. He was trying to take AJ with him because I actually have some hotels that are like down the street from my apartment, and he went to go stay in one of those, I guess. Mama, where are you?
What was the relevance? Who doesn't have a hotel within a mile or two of their house unless you live way out in the middle of nowhere, right? So why she had to throw in that detail makes no sense. Like Liv is just the worst storyteller, but again, what we're seeing, and we talk about this a lot, we're seeing age, lack of education, lack of forethought, and aging out of your shenanigans. You are one of these people who is stuck at a certain age, and you're getting older and you're still trying to run the same games you were running when you were like 19, 17, 19 years old. But your audience is getting older too, but they're better educated, more sophisticated, and can spot your lies in like 3 seconds. You sound stupid.
Trying to go? He was really excited to see the baby and AJ. He was happy to see everybody, but he wanted to stay and he wasn't about to stay nowhere. All right, y'all. So I had to come in the room and finish up what I was saying because little Miss Mama is hungry, so she's eating. So yeah, he's actually gonna be coming here very soon. I don't know, it's early in the morning. It's like super duper early. It's like 6 something in the morning, so he'll be here in a little bit. Oh, fuck it. I'll just tell you guys. I mean, I didn't really want to disclose all this, but I pretty much, I did. I put this apartment in his name without him knowing. I said that I'm his wife. I came down from New York, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, the apartment.
So if he has a wife or ex-wife, you have identity thefted not only him by using his information, but you pretended to be his wife. And I don't know what name you used, but if you used his name and not your name, I would imagine you said Olivia Johnson, but God only knows. Um, who would admit to felonies? Not to mention you're in the middle of a custody battle. So which one is it? Are you over here doing some Country Wayne skits, or are you actually dumb enough to try to stick with a story that you not only impersonated someone, and identity thefted two people to secure a contract. So you signed a contract. You're admitting to a lot of stuff here. What's wrong with you?
I had all his information, so it didn't really matter, and they let me put in his name. Like, I had to do what I had to do. Like, I needed to be out here to be here. So,
She sounds like a crackhead.
you know. So anyway, he's basically gonna come down here and he's going to, I guess, get all the information from the apartments because he didn't know any of this until a couple days ago, I guess. But yeah, I don't know. He's gonna go into the office and do whatever he's gonna do in there, and then he's gonna let me know. I don't know. I really don't know what the hell's gonna happen, y'all, at this point because I don't. He wants me to go back to New York with him. I don't want to go back to New York. I'm not
What do you mean go back when you've never been? That's why I was like, go back. This was when I heard this, I was like, that's weird. How are you going back somewhere you hadn't been to?
not going back to New York. I'm here for a reason. I want to be here. So
But she's not articulate, so I'm assuming she knows we know she hasn't been to New York because she'd never been to New York. So she told us. And I just think it's another one of these. She's 33. She hadn't graduated from high school. She never bothered to go back and get her GED. She's unable to speak the language in the country of which she was born in and is not able to really articulate herself at the level of a grown ass woman. So she's doing the best she can, which isn't very good.
he's like, nah, come with me. He's like, okay, well, if you don't come with me, I'm gonna take the kids. And I'm like, no, you're not. The fuck, you're not taking my kids. The fuck is
So
up?
it's like she's trying to repeat the Gerard storyline of Gerard coming with Largo PD and coming to take the kids for visitation. So is that what it is? You're trying to do the old Largo PD, but that Largo PD situation actually happened. Um, you pulled some footage from the internet to play like the police came to your house, but you know.
What's up with these? Gonna take my fucking kids? No, no, I'm not going for that. Like I said last night, he was trying to take
So
Casey.
did he come with the police because you identity thefted him and you committed fraud, or he came because he was trying to get his kids? The two different things. Which one is it?
To the hotel so he can spend time with him. But no, like I don't know. I don't know what your intentions are, sir. If he were to chill the F out, and everything, then maybe. But no. Choking on the milk, girl. You okay? Did you catch your breath?
Chugging on the milk.
Hmm.
This is ridiculous.
Did
This
you
is
catch your breath, little
ridiculous.
fatty? She is such a big girl, y'all.
Okay, so the police came in. What happened? They questioned you. What happened? They asked you about the kids. Like,
It
what
was cute though.
happened?
It was nice to see him. He was like so.
It was cute though. It was nice to see him, but you had three police officers at your house. Like, we're just going with the story you're telling. So it was cute that three police officers came to the place. What? Is that what you're saying? That was cute?
It was cute though. It was nice to see him. He was like so in love with Kai Kai, and he was like so.
So three police officers come, which they're probably trying to figure out, is this a domestic violence situation? You're trying to tell me that he came to the house, he found out that you identity thefted him and his wife or ex-wife, and he came on that, and then he's demanding to take the kids, and then oh, now he's so in love with a baby that he didn't even, I mean, the baby's almost a month old, and this is the first he's coming down here with the police after he finds out about identity theft, not on some let me come see my alleged son, which we know that that's not AJ's father, but we're just going to keep rolling with this story. She must have got some papers from Zolo Bands and Miss Donna or something, and she's trying to create a scenario to try to make these lies stick. Girl, the older that little boy gets, the more and more we can see his name is Chicago Smart. Okay, like girl, stop it.
Happy to see AJ, and AJ was really happy to see him.
AJ was happy to see him after he bought 3 police officers. So, like, live, stop.
And yeah, it was nice. It was nice seeing them all together. But I'm not going back to New York. Like, there's nothing for me in New York. I don't want to be in New York. Hell,
Going back to New York, but you've never been to New York. And look what it says. My baby daddy showed up. The cops were called actual footage. It is actual footage, but it's not actual footage of for her.
hell no. The hell, if anything, I want to go back to Florida. I don't want to go back to New York. I mean, back to New York. I don't want to live in New York. If anything, I'd rather go back to Florida. But that's not going to happen either because no, I'm not here for.
If she really, aside from all of this storytelling, however it went down, I do believe that Liv has very bad credit. She surrendered a car, a year and a half ago, that box truck she had. She surrendered that car. She wasn't making the car payments. Her mom gave her that truck, right? The Avalanche. She wrecked that, and then now she has another car. I do believe that she's using other people's credit. I don't think that she could get a place on her own based on her previous like packing up and leaving every place that she goes, breaking leases. Her and Jasmine are peas in a pod. Look, the three moms are the three moms for a reason. With the bad credit, the packing up and leaving, breaking leases, cars repossessed, evictions, dispossessory, all of those things, these women's credit are shot. Okay. So her needing to use someone else's information to secure something would not surprise me in the least. I just don't think that the story's going down like this, but nobody but a fool would get on here and pretend something like this. And what I'm saying also is the fact that she's still in court with her ex-husband for the 3 kids that don't live there because of her shenanigans. Who would be dumb enough, on top of everything I just said, to create a scenario where the judge is evaluating you on a regular basis for like mental fitness and fitness to be able to be a mom for 3 children who have been through a lot, dealing with a very unstable, dramatic woman who created a very negative situation for her ex-husband, and now you are in the shits again. Like I said yesterday, if I were Gerard, I would use all of this storyline to bring to the judge to let them know that you're up to it again, and you've added a whole nother cast. And in the last 2 years, you've been able to produce another 2 babies. You don't know what's going on over there. She is alleging that the police came to her house, that there's a man who came to her house, that she has secured a property by using identity theft, and she's entertaining bringing his 3 children who are living in a stable environment, going to private school and getting good grades, and they have to be subjected to this shenanigans. And this, I don't know what this woman is up to, and I don't want my kids going over there. Okay, like, Liv, you're dumb. What is wrong with you? You could really affect your visitation with your other 3 kids by sitting up here on the internet admitting to felonies.
A reason. So anyway,
Oh, so
yes,
she's giving her a bottle now. So either maybe she's pumping, or she made that Scientology formula.
this apartment his name. I also put a few other things in his name.
So she put the apartment and a few other things. She is committing, what is that? Transactional fraud. She is committing identity theft. She pretended to be his wife. And I don't know if she pretended to be his actual wife or just a wife named Olivia. I don't know. But that apartment complex could kick you out based on you lying. So, like, the fact that she could be making this whole thing up, if I were Gerard, I would run this straight to the judge and have them do some sort of psychological evaluation on her crazy ass. Or if in fact she actually really did commit identity theft, I would also ask my lawyer to petition the judge before I send my kids over there to make sure that the leases and that this dwelling is actually secured in her name, because it states in the visitation that that anyone who is in the company of the three web kids have to be background checked. So if she used that man's identity and his name is on the lease, or she used his credit as a co-signer, I would imagine his name would have to be on the lease. So she probably had to forge documents. I would, if I were Gerard, I would run with this. I would run with it so quick and call her ass out, and she would regret this storyline for the rest of her life. I'm just saying. And as far as if she really did do this stuff, sis, you might be going to jail. You might be going to jail. Not only did you sign a rental agreement, but you said you also got a few other things. This trick is dumb as hell.
Anyway, yes, I put this apartment in his name. I also put a few other things in his name because I had to. I had to do what I had to do, and that's just that on that. But I don't know. We're gonna see what happens. He was, like I said, I didn't call the cops, but the cops were called.
Girl, she is so ghetto. I just want to run this back in case she deletes the video.
I had to do what I had to do, and that's just that on that. But things in his yes, I put this apartment in his name. I also put a few other things in his name because I had to. I had to do what I had to do, and that's just that on that. But I don't know. We're gonna see what happens. He was, like I said, I didn't call the cops, but the cops were called. I don't know who called the cops because I was yelling at his ass to get the hell out, and things just turned left real quick. Mama,
It's the cuts for me. It's the jump cuts and mood switching.
But yeah, guys, I'll let you know what happens. I don't really know at this point. I'm kind of like, whatever happens, happens type mindset about this whole thing because what is he gonna do? You know what I mean? What's he gonna do? He gonna take his name off the apartment? What's that gonna do?
No, the apartment complex is going to have to nullify. Girl, I can't even talk. The apartment complex is going to have to handle. It's a fraudulent agreement. You signed a agreement with them to secure an apartment under information that hasn't been validated. So if he says no, she was not authorized to use my credit, my name, anything, that's a problem. So it may not even be up to him if it's actually been reported. And the fact that she's so dumb, again, lack of critical thinking, and she's not thinking this all the way out because this woman is stuck in a time warp and she is aging out of her shenanigans. So she hasn't thought out this lie completely, that there are people who are actually leasing agents in real estate, manage properties, understand contracts and how they work, that this scenario is almost impossible without the authorities being called. So now that you've called it out, now that you've said that this happened, what would happen is they're going to evict you from the property. They might press charges against you for coming and messing with their business. But at the minimum, they might throw you out. They might give you an opportunity to qualify for the apartment directly using your information. But the fact that you've already had problems with these people, they might just ask you to go. Right. I'm just like, we're just going with the lie for a minute. At the end of the day, this lie is not plausible for many different reasons, because it's going to escalate quickly if there was some fraud committed. But just on the fact of on the other side with Gerard, I would have to report this to the judge because she got in trouble for lying and scenarios and creating negative situations. As a father who is responsible for 3 kids, your ex-wife is reporting on the internet that she just had cops over to her house and the baby father was over there. So, is he still in town? She can't have men around the other 3 kids without them being background checked and having it cleared by Gerard. So, she's creating situations that will easily be validated because let this be the week that she has to pick up the web kids and homie is supposed to be in town, he's supposed to be background checked before he can be around the web kids. That's what it said on that agreement. So it's a problem. It's like this story is going to fall apart by the weekend because it's all a lie. So she's either going to have to wind it back. Guys, I'm just playing. I'm a content creator. Just watch it. Just watch. I cannot even imagine being on YouTube streets for all these years and still having to lie and fabricate stories. Look, if she's trying to do like Country Wayne skits, girl, then be with the skits. Okay. But right now, all it seems like is you're with the shits and just got busted in a lie. You were trying to do something cute, but it's going to backfire on you because you cannot have an unstable, unsafe situation for the Web3 because that whole situation is being monitored by the court. So you're dumb. That was very dumb. You're going to end up losing all your kids. All your kids.
I don't even know if he could do that. I don't know. We're going to see. But I'll let y'all know. I love y'all so much. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Bye.
Okay. Let's go back to yesterday real quick. If you missed it, let's just see what happened yesterday real quick. This was so funny. Um okay, we'll go back to that. Let me see what you guys are saying. Her dumb ass. These moms have only grown with their fit. They have not, there's no growth at all as far as none of these women invest any time in their intellectual cognitive growth. It just almost seems like they're winding backwards. Hey Marsweeta, good morning. Hey Jessica. Girl, going to jail. I think this whole story is a lie, but it could end up backfiring on her with her ex-husband and the Web3 kids because this is very weird type of storytelling and this could have an effect on her relationship with the other 3 kids. Um I just think it could just have an effect. She needs a 5150 weekend hold. Okay. All right, let's run back a little bit of what happened yesterday, okay? How we're gonna do this. Well, I guess we'll just do it like this.
So what this means is
Do you imagine if so yesterday she was doing her makeup. I'm just gonna be quiet and make this big. Yesterday she was doing her makeup and she was telling us that the baby dad came to town, right? She had a live stream and was putting on some makeup. Okay, let's get into it. Shamar was your baby father.
to try to come here, and I don't want him here. Not only that, but I want to tell you guys the next part. So it's too much of my business. Bitch, it's too much of my business. The way he found out. Oh my god, girl, he's so mad. Why did I not like mark this out first?
Sis is crazy. Like it's not your if you're sitting in the bushes and wondering, you're valid in your shock and disbelief, but sis is crazy. So just go with it.
Showing up here. I really don't want to deal with him. I have too much to deal with already, and then on top of it,
this is a trash can mom.
You guys, oh my god.
She's a whole trash can.
It's like literally.
So yesterday when we were watching this video, I made the assumption it was a car. I just thought initially it was a car, but then she goes on to say it was a whole apartment.
One thing after another. I have so much to prepare for, and on top of it, he's like threatening me that he's gonna do something.
I don't think he cares enough. If he cared, yeah, I don't think he cares enough. Nobody's trying to go to jail for you.
For everybody that's gonna say something. I don't care. I don't want him to have my address. I don't want none of my baby daddies to have my motherfucking address.
Mm. Well, Gerard gets to have it. You know why? Because he's got papers on those kids. And you are on his visitation because he's chief custodial. So I know he got your address. He has to. He gets to know where the kids are. So don't even play.
How did he find it? Because I might have put some shit in his name and he didn't know about it until right now. Just maybe.
Liv, you little criminal. Isn't that called identity theft? It might be transactional fraud. You put something in his name and he didn't know about it. My God. Wait a second, y'all.
The lie detector determined that was a lie. The lie detector determined that was a lie.
Hold on a second. Girl, what'd you do? What did you admit to doing? So he must have ran a credit report or went to apply for something and either got turned down or looked at his credit report and was like, "What?" And then called the company and was like, "What?" And if that's the case, I hope he reports you. I really do. I hope he reports you. Oh, did you use his credit to get this apartment? Is that what you did? Interesting. Interesting. Wow. I don't know what you did, but girl, if you used his information without his knowledge, girl, interesting.
How did he find
Interesting.
it? Because I might have put some shit in his name and he didn't know about it until right now.
Wow. Trash can.
But you know, you gotta do hold on. So what is he gonna do next? That's the question. Oh my gosh, mommy, what's the problem?
I'm in shock that this weirdo would admit to something like that on the internet with
Mama, you just had a whole
people like
box, okay?
you, and I'm talking about you guys, bougie gang, watching. Look, we got to hear it one more time now. What did you do?
I want to lay her down, but what's the problem? So what is he gonna do next? That's hold on. Just maybe. And he didn't know about it until right now.
What did you, Liv? What did you do?
Because I might have put some shit in his name and he didn't know about it until right now.
Wow, identity theft, transactional fraud.
Didn't know about it until right now. Finds it. Because I might have put some shit in his name and he didn't know about it until right now.
What?
Just maybe. But you know, you gotta do what you gotta do. Oh shoot! Hold on.
Love it.
So what
Love
is he
it.
next? That's the question.
Send your ass to jail.
Mommy,
He needs to call the police and come pick up his kids.
I want to lay her down.
Liv doesn't want any kids. Liv wants to slow around and handle that vagina business and be unbothered by these men. She wants to handle that business. That
did put something in his name. Why?
Okay, so this is me now. Not yesterday me. How did he find out? Look, if someone puts something in your name, it's easy to find out. All you have to do is run your credit report. I mean, I don't run my credit report a lot. Sometimes there's times that I'm looking at my credit all the time just because I'm looking to see, the fluctuations, but I don't know. I'm going to be honest, I probably haven't logged into I think it's TransUnion that I have an account with that I can just go look real time all three bureaus and see what's going on. But any of your credit cards, you can see your credit and what's going on. Not as detailed of a view. He also may have Life Alert. He may have gone to apply something for something and got rejected and got his credit report sent to him. It could have been suspicious activity. It could be anything. Um, this is also something that's good for people to hear, to know that if you got trifling weirdos in your family or in your airspace, you might need to keep a lock on your situation. Like I said, we dealt with a situation too some years ago, and it was not pleasant. So because of that, I immediately get an alert if I open up a new account. If I open a new account or something changes with my credit report, I get an alert immediately. Immediately. Because I want to know. So, how did he find out? He might have been trying to do something. And, look, number one, this could all be a lie. Let's just throw that out there. This could all be a lie. But where the problems are with this story, it's not a good look for a woman in a custody battle to be spreading these type of stories about herself. Because to me, as a parent, if I were in a custody battle and I knew that, or I had a question about the dwelling where my kids are going to go every other weekend or on holiday, was a problem, then I would ask my lawyer to look into it to validate everything. And Liv has been identified with the shits in that custody court that she's dealing with, the family court. So just this storyline alone is a bad look. It's problematic. So if Gerard finds out about this could be a problem, just from a standpoint of, now we're going to fact check everything. We need to check your lease. We need to check police reports. Did the police actually come to your house? Why, you know what I mean? Does he want to send 3 minor children to a house where she says that some guy just flew into town and is trying to take the other 3 kids? He doesn't know this guy. And according to the stipulations of her agreement with the kids, anyone who is around the kids has to be background checked. I don't mean anyone like that, but as far as a man being in the house, and if she secured that apartment, we're just running with the lie for a second, in his name, then his name in theory would be on the lease, right? So now the kids are staying in a place with another man's name on the, like, Liv didn't think this all the way out because Liv is dumb and stupid. She doesn't have any education and she doesn't think further out than the present moment on how much trouble this could be for her, on top of the fact of admitting to a felony or 2 or 3 or 4. It's stupid. It's just dumb. It's dumb. Are there new hours over here? I don't understand what you mean. I don't understand that question. So, her smirk after she said it diabolical. She's a weirdo. She's very strange. Oh, I understand what this person said now. Look, let me tell you something. These people are so concerned about your girl. Okay. Are there new hours? You know what the hours are for this channel? It's 24/7. Okay. When you get a channel, then you can have some hours. I don't report at any specific times. I It's 24/7. Okay? That's the hours. When I hit the go live button, that's the hours, okay? I get over here when I get over here. And that's whatever time that might be, okay? So set your notifications, and that's it and that's all. Don't I You know what I'm saying? There's always someone in the damn bushes hating. Oh, the hateration. Anyway, let's keep going just a little bit and then we're going to get out of here. But the highlight of the video yesterday was when AJ started throwing stuff at Liv.
Let me see. Let me have the headphones. Angie, that's not gonna get you nowhere. Did he say your address? Yeah, pretty much. He did. He's very sneaky. What are you doing? What do you want? What?
Liv in her see-through tights again.
What do you want out here? What do you want out here? There's nothing for you.
Girl, King is standing on business. He threw, instead of getting offline and going and handling and get a little clapation on them cakes, or take his hands and say, no, you don't do that.
What do you want, my love?
Sir would have a little clapping on them cakes. Them cakes would be like if Robin and Ryan and you lay the baby down at one of these out
Look,
doing makeup. The baby's trying to get some sleep. AJ is this funny. Is ridiculous.
Come here. Stop it.
Wait a second, you guys. You guys missed that. Hold on. Check this out. This is hilarious. Hold up. Let me move this comment. Oh, he threw something at her.
Let me see. Let me have the headphones. Let me see. Let me have the headphones. Here. Stop it. Let me see. Let me have the headphones. Let me have the headphones.
Oh my God.
Here. Stop it. Let me see. Let me have the headphones. Stop it. Let me see. Let me have the headphones. Let me have the headphones. Let me see. Let me have the headphones. Angie, that's not gonna get you nowhere. Did he say your address? Yeah, pretty much. He did. He's very sneaky. What are you doing? What do you want? What do you want out here? What? What do you want out here? What do you want out here? There's nothing for you.
Girl, King is standing on business. He threw, instead of getting offline and going and handling and get a little clapation on them cakes, or take his hands and say, no, you don't do that. Okay, Sir guys, would have a little clapping on them cakes. I'm going to drop the link. If you watched the live from yesterday, some of you who don't know what's going on, then you must not have watched the live yesterday. So that's okay. Here's the link. Go ahead and check out. So it was mostly a Keisha live yesterday, but towards the end, maybe like the last 20-25 minutes, we were watching this of what we're watching right now, which is what kicked off what we just went through earlier. Liv having a true confession moment that she basically secured her latest apartment, latest housing situation under false pretenses. It's giving identity theft, fraud, transactional fraud, forgery, all different kinds of stuff like that. It's giving all kinds of problems for the storyline that could probably have an effect on her current visitation with the other 3 kids, with the Webb kids. So I don't know what's going on. Liv is trying to create some sort of problems for herself. If having problems was a person, it would be Liv, like just being problematic, period. Like she just isn't happy unless she's got some sort of situation to have to deal with. Clearly. And it was funny watching this yesterday because it was like, oh, okay, something's going on, obviously, right? But well, to what was going to unfold, yeah, we didn't realize that, but yeah. So either way, she's creating a problem for herself that could really backfire in multiple directions. And I'm here for it. If this is what she wants to put out, let her. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm for it. I'm into it. Keep popping it. And if this is how you think the road to 100K is, go right on ahead. But I think she's setting herself up for problems with her kid's dad, because this is very much the type of energy and information that can have some additional oversight with the Web3 kids. Like, just when things are settling down and you just moved here, you're trying to get things, I would imagine, together, you just had a baby, you moved, you got your kids every other weekend, you want to throw out weirdo scenarios where you're living in an apartment that could have another man's name on it. Um, that's not good. Why is that not good? Go all the way back in the playlist to all of the problems with this custody situation and all of that. That's not gonna fly. Okay, then she's admitting to felonies. Like, this is not a good storyline, but that's on her. We're just here to watch. Ain't nobody coaching. Okay. Anyway, guys, that's kind of it. I wanted to come talk about that. I have to handle some business with Farah. We got a hair appointment in a little bit, so I wanted to come talk to you guys. But I'll be back live in maybe like an hour or two, live from the parking lot at the African Braid Salon. Okay. So yeah, we're gonna be handling that business in about 2 hours. So I'll see you guys a little bit later. But yeah, I wanted to talk about this first thing in the morning because who wants to talk about this later? I certainly don't. Um, she sounds like she's definitely a con artist type. She doesn't mind running some skits and scenarios on this internet. And look, a lot of people run skits, but either you're running skits or you're running your real life. That's what happens. You got to kind of pick a side, right? Channels that you see that run skits and they run skits alone. If they come out of character, you know that you're on that channel or at that time that they've come out of that character, right? But like when you go to Country Wayne channel is the Country Wayne channel, right? Or Charles, your lunch is ready. I mean, whatever Miss Netta's doing on the skits channel, when Miss Netta goes on Miss Netta, it's Miss Netta, right? But is that still a skit too? Like, what, you know what I'm saying? Like, people stay in character. You can't expect people to understand when you're telling the truth and not. And Olivia has a very simple-minded community over there, and these people believe everything that she says. And if that's the case, it's quite possible that Gerard needs to check into what she's doing, even though he knows she's a liar and he took part in her skits when they were together. But at the end of the day, he's not playing about those 3 children, and she is. So she doesn't realize that whatever this scenario she's putting out needs to now be fact checked. Okay. And if in fact she did use someone's identity to secure this apartment, that's not going to be good for her. Also, she is under, I mean, I don't know that she's under court supervision, but if he sends the link to the judge who's presiding over family court and she's on here admitting to felonies as a mandated reporter, whether it's the judge, whether it's one of the attorneys, they're going to need to look into it. So you're going to see this storyline roll back real quick because this could have an effect on her relationship with her older 3 kids. Like, she's just dumb. Why would you admit to felonies, to felony behavior? Why would you do that? But I mean, that's what dumb people do. So we're going to see this get wound back real quick because she's going to have to. She absolutely has to. Hey, Bama girl, how are you? Okay, guys, let me let y'all go. I need to go ahead and get dressed and handle this business and get to the salon. But I'll be going live again a little bit later on. So I will see you guys next time I go live. But thank you for joining me this morning. Yeah, if you're just now coming in, make sure to go ahead and slide the bar back and watch. This was very entertaining. Liv is back on her shit again. And look, I don't mind a good story. I don't, because a lot of these women, you can't believe anything they say until you see like a result. But at the end of the day, I don't think she understands that getting views and getting your channel subscribership up to meet this 100,000 goal is, I don't know, like she's playing with the wrong people, because Gerard is in those bushes, and people who love and care about Gerard and those kids are in the bushes. And I'm sure anything that he can use after how he was treated by her and all of the things that she has done, it's just a phone call like, hey, she's up to it again. I need you to look at these couple of videos because I'm concerned about the kids. It's come out that maybe she secured an apartment under fraudulent circumstances, and or at minimum, her apartment is in a man's name that has not been validated and checked out by the court. And I'm concerned about my kid's next visitation. Like, that's all he has to say. She's stupid. And then you're also admitting to felony behavior. That's dumb. So, girl, this woman's stupid. Anyway, y'all, I'm going to let you guys go. Have a wonderful day. I'll see you guys a little bit later, and we'll talk some more.
I will always bring this up for the rest of his motherfucking
Don't get me wrong, I'm still a petty bitch, and I'll still talk my shit. Don't get me wrong, I'm still a petty bitch, and I'll still
I'm that bitch.
talk my shit.
I'm that bitch. I'm that bitch. I'm that bitch.
Whatever.
I'm that bitch.
There's different technicalities to the shit.
I'm that bitch. I'm that bitch. I'm that bitch.
I'm just saying, whatever negativity. Hold on. Hello.
I'm fine. Call me like 5 minutes away.
All right.
I will always bring this up for the rest of his motherfucking life. I'm that bitch. I'm that bitch. I'm that bitch.
Don't get me
I'm
wrong,
that
I'm still a
I'm
petty
that
bitch, and I'll
that
still
bitch.
talk
I'm
my
that
shit.
bitch. I'm that bitch. I'm that bitch. I'm that bitch. I'm just playing.
Don't get me wrong, I'm still a petty bitch, and I'll still talk my shit.
I'm that bitch. I'm that bitch. I'm that bitch. I'm just playing. I'm that bitch. I'm that bitch.
Don't get me wrong, I'm still a petty bitch, and I'll still talk my shit.
I'm that bitch. I'm that bitch. I'm that bitch. I'm just playing. I will always bring this up for the rest of his motherfucking life. I will always bring this up for the rest of his motherfucking life. I will always bring this up for the rest of his motherfucking life. Ooh, why Fashionova keep hitting me up though? Cause I'm that bitch. 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 I'm just playing.